Hello everyone. Hi. Good evening, guys. Hi, Achal. ऊपर अलग ही चल रहा है इनका. Good evening, guys. ऑडियो फिर से कंफर्म कर लो. सब सुनाए, सब दिखाए. Right. Good evening. Good evening. New week. Monday evening. कैसा चल रहा है सबका? How are you all doing? Hi, Shivani. Hello, Aditya. Hi, Komal. Hello, Jatin. Hi, Gurleen. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Shivani, for asking. I'm doing great. I hope you are also doing great. Hi, Mannu. Hello, Aditya. Hi, Nirmal. Hi, Narsimha. Hello, good evening. Hi, Komal. Welcome, welcome, Komal. Nobody is new to our session. Join us, join us. Chalo, great. Hi, Ishika. Hello, Paras. Hi, Soumya. So let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Amit Surana. I am an aeronautical engineer, 6 years of experience teaching quantitative aptitude, and I've trained over 2 lakh students. Oh, sorry, galat chashma. Sorry. Please don't forget to follow hashtag CAT Live Daily the next time you're on Instagram, and please don't forget to share these sessions with your friends, your relatives, your followers there. है ना? चलो. Today's agenda will be looking at quadrilaterals. Yes, although with the lack of time, we may not be able to go in depth about all quadrilaterals, but so what I've planned is, instead of spending a lot of time on YouTube, what I thought was, let's introduce ourselves to quadrilaterals here today, and then we'll do an advanced session on quadrilaterals on special, like we did for triangles, if you remember, right? A lot of y'all came to the triangles wala session. So you can join me there. The link will be provided in the description. मैं आपको आराम से बताऊंगा time, date वगैरह. And today we'll end up with a quiz. Yes, we'll end our session with a quiz today. ठीक है? Get yourself added to the official Telegram group. Yes, we've started interacting with learners. So if you have questions, queries, yes, in most cases we want not very vague questions like, sir, how do I improve my score? That's very vague, है ना? So if you are asking questions, or if you're asking for some kind of guidance, you have to be very more specific. Like, improve my scores matlab kya? Are you getting it? So if you are someone who is already getting 60% or 70% of the score, not percentile, score, तो उसमें आप improve करके कितना ही ला लोगे? है ना? Yes, so you have to be more specific कि सर इतने questions मैं यहाँ पे mocks ले रहा हूँ, इतने questions कर रही हूँ, और मेरे को इतना score आ रहा है. Yes, मैं इसको कैसे improve करूँ? मेरा problem ये है, मेरे को ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, मेरे को question समझने में time लग रहा है, मेरे को solve करने में time लग रहा है, मेरे को diagram बनाने में time लग रहा है. ऐसे अगर आपके problem specific होंगे ना, yes, we would be able to understand what is the root cause of all these issues, and we would be able to work through them. अगर आप एक दिन उठ के आके मेरे को मैसेज करोगे कि सर इधर सुनो, इधर आओ, सर इधर आओ, सुनो, मेरे को अच्छा नहीं आ रहा मार्क्स, तब मैं क्या करूंगा? मतलब क्वांट में अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, वीआरसी में अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, एलआरडीआई में अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, कैट में अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, गेट में अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, आईआईटी जेई दिया था उस समय अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है, वहां कोई भाई जनरल कुछ भी बोलेंगे, सर आज मैं उठा, मेरे को सपने में अरुण शर्मा की बुक आई, इम्प्रूव कैसे करूं? ऐसे वैसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, तो फिर हम कैसे, मतलब वोंट बी एबल टू हेल्प यू, है ना? ठीक है. तो आप अपने क्वेश्चंस भेजो, बट डोंट सेंड इट टू वेग. ट्राई टू एनालाइज, अपने तरफ से थोड़ा सा एनालिसिस करो, खुद पे थोड़ा सा रिसर्च करो. आप जो मॉक्स देते हो उसकी एनालिसिस पढ़ो. यस, गो अटेंड द एनालिसिस वाले सेशन, एंड देन ट्राई एंड फिगर आउट कि कहाँ पे लैक हो रहा है. व्हाट इज दैट स्मॉल गैप दैट इज stopping you from getting the achieved or the expected score that you have in mind. ठीक है? And अगर आपको अपना प्रिपरेशन, अभी भी टाइम है, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people think सर अब लेके मैं क्या ही कर लूंगा, कितना ही पढ़ लूंगा, है ना? अभी भी टाइम है, क्योंकि अभी अगर आप ऐप पे जाके देखोगे ना, मतलब भर भर के क्रैश कोर्सेज है। यस, क्रैश कोर्सेज भर भर के हैं। आप अगर एक अटेंड कर लो तो you would be able to, if not learn something new, you'd at least be able to understand what you already know. Yes, see, what I normally tell you is there's this rule of 80-20 का रूल है, वो यहाँ पे भी लगेगा। Yes, 80% of your time you should spend on something that you already know, है ना? क्योंकि ये 80% ऑफ टाइम अगर आप नया पढ़ने में लगाओगे तो जो पढ़ा, जो अब तक की मेहनत थी, जितना आपने टाइम उस पर स्पेंड किया था, अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था, टाइम का, एनर्जी का, सब वेस्ट हो जाएगा, है ना? तो 80% ऑफ द टाइम यू हैव टू स्पेंड ऑन एनहांसिंग व्हाट यू ऑलरेडी नो। जो कॉन्सेप्ट आपने पहले पढ़े थे उसको इम्प्रूव करो। Yes, and the remaining 20% of the time you can still spend on learning something new. Yes, at 20% of the times learn something new, क्योंकि क्या पता आ जाए, है ना? क्या पता कैसे यूज आ जाए, कब यूज आ जाए, राइट? So for you to do this, for you to enhance what you already know, किस पे डिपेंड करना पड़ेगा आपको? या तो मॉक्स पे, या फिर आपको डिपेंड करना पड़ेगा ऑन प्रैक्टिस सेशंस, करेक्ट? तो मॉक्स पे ध्यान दो, प्रैक्टिस सेशंस पे ध्यान दो। इससे क्या होगा? चेंज ऑफ परसेप्शन मिलेगा। अगर कोई स्टैंडर्ड सा क्वेश्चन है, एकदम रेगुलर स्टैंडर्ड सा क्वेश्चन है, उसमें अगर आपको कोई इश्यू हो रहा है या बहुत टाइम लग रहा है, आप इफ यू लुक एट द सेम प्रॉब्लम विद अ फ्रेश सेट ऑफ आईज, व्हाट विल हैपन? You'll have a different approach altogether to a question, right? So instead of going from top to bottom, you might as well directly just apply reverse engineering, या कैसे कैसे क्वेश्चन में क्या क्या ट्रिक्स लगा सकते हैं, स्ट्रैटेजीज लगा सकते हैं, वो सब मिलेगा आपको, आइडिया मिलेगा, राइट? And to access all of this, you can pick up any one of these packages and use my referral code Surana Live, जिससे आपको मिलेगा डिस्काउंट। Yes, and डिस्काउंट की स्पेलिंग ऐसे कौन लिखता है? डिस्काउंट एल साइलेंट है। आई एम सडनली फ्रेंच, आई एम सडनली जर्मन, कुछ भी लगा रहा हूं मैं बीच में, डिस्काउंट, ठीक है? Alright, so go ahead, use my referral code Surana Live, get yourself the discount, start focusing, start investing on your own future, start focusing on things that would help you enhance what you already know. Okay, right, shall we begin then? यही तो जिंदगी का एंटरटेनमेंट सोर्स है सर। अरे क्या बोल रहे हो? अरे नहीं, रोहित यार, जल्दी का काम शैतान का काम, आराम से करेंगे, कोई टेंशन नहीं है। हाय दिनेश, वणक्कम दिनेश, definitely buddy, I'll teach in English. Yes, from today my mother tongue is English. I'll eat in English, talk in English, sleep in English, walk in English. Hi Siddharth, good evening. Hi Pragati, good evening. अरे चलेगा, कोई नहीं, लग रहा हूँ आज कोई और सुराना तो अच्छी बात है। चलो आज आपके नए एजुकेटर के साथ आप पढ़ोगे। Right, let's go. Let's talk about properties of quadrilaterals. Yes, general properties of quadrilaterals that would apply to all quadrilaterals, right? Not specific to any one kind. First things first, a quadrilateral is a four vertex, four sided closed figure. That's called a quadrilateral. Yes, laterals means lines, four lines joined together. Yes, the sum of all internal angles will always be 360 irrespective of the kind of quadrilateral it is. I think we've learned this, right? 180 into n minus 2. In this case, n is 4, so n minus 2 is 2 times 80, 360. Good. And then we have external angles. So when you have external angles, the sum of theirs would always be 360. We've known that also. Yes, this applies for any polygon. Yes, 360 always. So these angles, if you add these angles, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, and 4 dash, this will end up being what? 360 is something we know. And there will always be a fixed number of diagonals, that is 2. Cool? Yeah. Any issues, any questions, confusions here? This is general statement. Now about sides, angles, diagonals के length or diagonals, the angle at which they bisect, all these we will talk about when we go into each and individual quadrilateral. Yeah. Best book for a CAT exam, Mohammed Saif, is the notes that you can take up through all the lectures that you watch so far, or the lectures that you will be looking out for, right? Because there's no best book for any exam. In fact, forget CAT. For any exam, there's no best book. It's all about what piece of information is given to you in which way. Yes, so I would rather have you, go through the notes of any educator. I'm not saying my mera padho, not like that. But you can go pick up any educator's notes, but then try and focus on the notes that you pick up, Don't rely upon their PDFs, right? The notes that you take now. Hi Himani, thank you. Achal, सस्ते में खरीदा था बट what? No, not all. Sarcasm, नहीं, not all. Chalo, here's a question, quick question. Try this out. This is a question here. Quickly try this out. Correct. Not all lines from the center would be perpendicular. Thank you so much, Himani. Hi, Surya. Acha, RJ, you're from Kerala. നാട്ടിൽ എവിടെ? Food culture. I think sarcasm, you have some other image in mind, and the doubt you're asking is not clear. Mansi, again, see, if this were a test, like, one of our school tests or one of our college tests, जहाँ पे बोलते हैं इतना ही syllabus है. This is the syllabus. Beyond this, कुछ नहीं पूछा जाएगा. Then I would definitely say more than enough. इससे ज़्यादा आपको, you don't need anything at all. But then, since this is not that kind of a test at all, this is one of those tests that will that puts on, that scrutinizes your aptitude, not the knowledge that you can gather from a book or a piece of paper, है ना? Hi Rita, good evening. प्रीवियस ईयर के कोई भी क्वेश्चंस करोगे, डेफिनेटली फायदा होगा आपको. एक यू वुड बी एबल टू गैदर सम इंफॉर्मेशन कि कैसा एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. You will not be able to get any kind of statistical data, but you will still have a base idea कि okay, like for a concept like time, speed and distance, this would be the difficulty. For a concept like algebra, this would be the difficulty, right? You would get a sense of it, like halka sa sense milega, nothing in depth, but it is very useful. Very useful. Everybody says C, superb. Beautiful. Everyone, very nice. Hi, Yash. Hello. Everybody who said C. Cheers, guys. Cheers, cheers. C is our right answer. Very nice. So let's do this question. So what does it say here? In the given quadrilateral, XP and XQ are angle bisectors of P and Q. Yes, that means the angles get bisected here. This would be equal to this. This would be equal to this, right? Now in this given quadrilateral, there's nothing for sure. You can't look at it and say two sides are equal or parallel or anything. Yes, perpendicular, nothing you can get it, because the quadrilateral is shaped that way. Yes, they've given that angle S is 65 and R is 55. Yes. What do we know for a fact? We know for a fact that the sum of all angles here, P plus Q plus R plus S, I think I've missed the order. Anyway, this way you can get P plus Q. Yes, what is P plus Q? That would be 360 minus 120. Am I right? 360 minus 120, which is how much? 240. Yes. If this is 240, then what will be half of P plus Q? Why are we looking at half of P plus Q? Because that will become angle 1 and angle 2. Yes, that is angle 1 and angle 2, which is how much? 120 degrees. This is a triangle. In a triangle, we have all angles to be equal to 180, that means this would be what? 180. Angle X would be equal to 180 minus angle 1 plus 2 is 120, which is 60 degrees. Yes, this would be the standard way of solving this question. Very standard, very regular. Now with this you can get a property of quadrilaterals. This is a property of quadrilateral that says that angle bisectors, yes, angle bisectors of two adjacent sides, if they are joined, the angle formed here. In this case, angle bisectors are what? XP and XQ. They intersect here, and the angle formed by them would always be half of the sum of these two. Got it? So let me write this. Angle X will always be half of angle S plus angle R. Cool. Got it? Angle S plus angle R, 120, 120 ka half, 60. Simple. Cool. So this was just to test a general fact about quadrilateral. This applies for all quadrilaterals. This will apply for all quadrilaterals. Yes. Shall we move on? Right. Now let's move on to different types of quadrilaterals that we have. We all have learned this, but if at all you missed any piece of information, or if you have any second thoughts about that, we'll talk about it. Right. So we have trapezium, parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square, and kite. Yes. These have each of these have something or the other in common. So we can't really put this in a flow chart or something. इसको flow chart में नहीं डाल सकते, because there's something or the other common, not always everything common, but कुछ ना कुछ common रहता है. So we'll talk about each of them, right? Let's first pick up a trapezium. Yeah, a trapezium looks like this. A trapezium looks like this, where one of the opposite sides will always be parallel, not equal, parallel. So in this case, AB and CD, these are parallel. Got it? So if any two opposing sides are parallel, it's definitely a trapezium. Yes. The other two, AD, BC का नहीं पता. Yes, अगर पता हो नहीं भी पता हो, it's definitely a trapezium. And there is something called an isosceles trapezium. Yes, isosceles मतलब क्या है? What do you mean by isosceles? There would be two sides that would be equal, है ना? तो यहाँ पे दो sides equal हो जाएंगे. कौन से sides equal होंगे? देख के बताओ. Can AB and CD be equal here? No. So two opposing non-parallel sides, they would be equal. Isosceles trapezium में क्या होता है? जो non-parallel sides होते हैं वो equal होंगे. AD and BC in this case are equal. Yes. And since they are equal, their diagonals would also become equal. So they are equal only in isosceles trapezium. Got it? Cool. नहीं जतिन, AB and BC are parallel, not equal. AB, BC, AB and हाँ जतिन ने हटा दिया, ठीक है. Cool. And here what is the case? The diagonals are equal. ठीक है. उज्जवल क्या एक्सप्लेन करते हैं भाई? कौन सा क्या एक्सप्लेन करते हैं फिर से? Which part? कौन सा पार्ट एक्सप्लेन करते हैं फिर से? चलो, now a trapezium is where one pair, right? One pair of sides are parallel, definitely parallel. दूसरे का नहीं पता, right? We have no clue about AD and BC. They could be parallel, they could not be parallel. We have no clue about it. Ambiguity here. So if there's ambiguity, it's definitely a trapezium. Okay. A parallelogram makes sure that the all opposing sides are always parallel to each other. Yes, so here what happens? AB, CD are parallel to each other. Not just parallel, they're also equal. Yes, similarly AD and BC, these two sides, AD and BC are not only parallel but also equal. Then it becomes a parallelogram. Yes. So does it satisfy with the rule of a trapezium? Does it satisfy with the rule of a trapezium? Definitely, right? कोई भी एक भी अगर हो तो trapezium definitely है. So all parallelograms are trapeziums. Yes. but not all trapeziums are parallelogram. Okay, तो ये हो गया parallelogram का basic. Yes, now since opposing sides are equal, what do we know about the opposing angles? They would also be equal. So angle A would be equal to angle C, angle D would be equal to angle B. Yes, you can apply all rules here that you used to apply for two parallel lines and a transversal. You can apply those rules here. Cool. So opposing angles are equal because opposing sides are equal. And what do you have? If you pick up any two adjacent angles will always be supplementary. Yes, ये यहाँ से आप pick up कर सकते हो. You can pick it up from here. So this angle will always be equal to 180, the sum. Why? Big angle, small angle, है ना? The same logic applies here. Big angle, small angle. Got it? So what is it? If I pick up angle A and angle D, or angle A and angle B, the sum will be 180. Same way B and A, B and C. Yes. That is written a generalized form. A plus D or B plus C will be equal to 180. So any two adjacent angles, if you pick up from any two places, will always be equal to 180. Cool. And for the last part, what do we have? We have two diagonals here, and these two diagonals bisect each other. Yes, these two diagonals do what? They bisect each other. That means AO will be equal to OC. Yes, and BO will be equal to OD. समझ में आ रहा? These bisect each other. These do not bisect at 90 degrees. These are not equal. AC, BD are not always equal. समझ में आ रहा? इसमें diagonals may not be equal. वापस क्या है? Ambiguity है. Equal भी हो सकता है, equal नहीं भी हो सकता. अगर equal हुआ तो क्या होगा? If they are equal, then what would happen? We'll talk about that. But diagonals may not be equal. Cool. That means what? AC, BD not sure. Equal हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता. ठीक है. Hi अंकित, good evening. Great साक्षी. उज्जवल यार भाई इतना टेक्नोलॉजी आप मेरे को वापस रिपीट करने को बोल रहे हैं. 2 बार लेफ्ट कॉर्नर पे टैप करिए ना. 2-3 बार लेफ्ट कॉर्नर पे टैप करिए, थोड़ा सा पीछे चला जाएगा, आराम से फिर देखिए अपने स्पीड पे और फिर आ जाइए वापस लाइव में, है ना? चल रहा है. Shall we move on to the next one? So this is a parallelogram. What did I say? All trapeziums are not parallelogram, but all parallelograms are definitely trapezium. Yes, that means all rules of trapeziums will apply here also. चले आगे. Rhombus. What is a rhombus? What's the difference between a parallelogram and a rhombus? Yes, in a rhombus, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. In a rhombus, all sides are equal. Yes, all sides are equal. Jatin, I got that joke. Okay. So opposite sides parallel, and all sides equal. Mujhe? Yes. So if all sides are equal, it's a rhombus. Rhombus is just a skewed rectangle, square. Square होता नहीं है, square. उसको अगर थोड़ा सा skew कर दे ऐसे या ऐसे, angle 90 के अलावा कुछ भी लगा लो, तो it becomes a rhombus. Yes. And since opposite sides are parallel, यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? Opposite angles will become parallel. That means all rules of parallelogram would apply. Angle A will be equal to angle D, and angle C, angle B will be equal to angle D. वापस supplementary का rule भी लग जाएगा. Yes. Adjacent angles are supplementary. ये सब हमने स्टार्टिंग में पढ़ लिया था जब हमने लाइंस एंड एंगल्स किया था. Correct. Now here what happens? Here AC, BD are the diagonals. They are not equal, but what happens here? They again bisect. Yes, these two bisect each other, and not just normally bisect each other, but they bisect perpendicularly. मतलब ये एंगल्स क्या है? 90 डिग्री है. ठीक है. एक तो टेलीग्राम को बंद करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. These bisect at 90 degrees, perpendicular bisectors of each other. जम गया बात? सबका जम गया क्या, बर्फ बन गया क्या? चले आगे. This is a rhombus. Now what can I say? I can say that all rhombus, all rhombuses, I don't know if I should say rhombuses, all rhombuses are parallelograms. Yes, not all parallelograms are rhombuses. ठीक है. rhombus का प्लूरल क्या है? rhombis, rhombises. चलो, so all every rhombus is a parallelogram, but not all parallelograms are rhombus. Done. Correct, Jatin. Chalo, next let's move on to what? A rectangle. Yes. What's a rectangle? A rectangle is a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram where not just the opposite sides are parallel to each other, but they're also equal to each other. Yes. And not normally equal to each other, they are equal at 90 degrees. Yes. Opposing sides equal to each other and they meet, they intersect at what? 90 degrees. Cool. Rhombi. Jatin. Muskan. Okay. So here the angles are 90. Opposing angles normally are equal. Here all angles will be equal. Yes. And again, what we have, the diagonals. Diagonals bisect each other. Something we know. Don't just generally bisect each other. In this case, they bisect each other at 90 degrees. Yes. And they do what? They are equal to each other also. मतलब इनके bisectors भी, इनके midpoints, इनके half medians भी equal रहेंगे. Got it? बूझ गए? मतलब क्या, ये पूरा और ये पूरा equal. So in a parallelogram, तो मैं क्या बोला? All rectangles are parallelograms. Yes, all rectangles are parallelograms. And you can figure out this by doing what? By checking for the diagonals. Yes. If the diagonals are equal, in a parallelogram, if the diagonals are equal, then it could be a rectangle. ठीक है? वो अच्छा सच्ची में रोम्बाई होता है क्या? पर स्पेलिंग गलत नहीं लग रहा? मतलब रोम्बस में आर एच होता है, मे बी RHOMBI. अरे अरे, अच्छा मतलब फंगस फंगाई जैसा रोम्बस रोम्बाई. अरे ये सिल्वेस्टर स्टेलोन की मूवी का नाम जैसा लग रहा है, रोम्बाई. रैम्बो का नेक्स्ट सीक्वेंस. Right. So all rectangles are parallelograms. If the diagonals are equal, then they could be rectangles. Next, let's move on to a square. What's a square? A square is a modified version of both rhombus and rectangle. Yes, it's a hybrid of both. So all sides equal, opposite sides parallel, definitely all sides equal, and all sides are at 90. Got it? So what is this? This is a mix of rectangle and a rhombus. Rhombus में sides equal, all sides equal. Rectangle में all sides at 90, intersect at 90. ठीक है. और अब यहाँ पे क्या है? Same logic with the diagonals. They bisect each other. They are equal to each other. They bisect at 90. Yes, they bisect at 90. And you can find out the length by using what? Pythagorean theorem. Yes. So if you want the length of BD, if you want the length of BD or any AC का length अगर आपको चाहिए तो क्या होगा? AC AB square plus BC square का square root, है ना? You can use Pythagoras theorem here. You use the same for a rectangle also. Yes, Pythagorean theorem. Yes. One pair of opposite sides are parallel. How to prove? the RAM, in order to prove that, you will either have to prove that the, say, yeah, so if one pair is parallel, then this would be the case. Here you can prove by looking at the bisectors. Yes, look at this. Here the diagonals are bisected. Yes, so you can prove it by checking out for the bisectors. Yes, you can take any two triangles, prove them to be congruent. Take two triangles, prove them to be congruent, and if if their diagonals bisect each other, if this AO is equal to OC or BO is equal to OD, then you would be able to prove that the trapezium is a parallelogram. Okay, so that was square. Now, does it end with a square though? Does it end with a square? Apart from a square, we also have one thing that does not fall under the parallelogram series. Yes, जिसमें diagonal same ना हो. So if how do I draw it here? Hmm. The basic image we have for a parallelogram is this. Yes, but this is as good as a rhombus is. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Yes, so we'll pick that up. Don't worry. Right, Ram. So if you can prove them to be similar, if you can prove them to be similar at the same time, if you can prove that the ratio is the same, right? If they are proportional also, that would also help you. Got it? So the last figure that we have to talk about is what? A kite. Yes. A kite is called a kite because it looks like one. Here, what's the deal? Two adjacent, only two adjacent, not opposite, guys. यहाँ पे opposite नहीं है. Two adjacent sides are equal. Yes. So the highlighted in yellow part would be equal to the yellow part. Blue part would be highlighted. That's highlighted in blue would be equal to each other, right? AB is equal to BC. CD is equal to DA. Got it? So here they may not be parallel. Yes, may not be parallel. Yes. What's the next thing? There will be two angles, only exactly two angles that will be equal to each other. That is these two. Yes, only these two angles will be equal to each other. B and D, nothing known for sure. Yes, angle B, angle D will not be known for sure. Okay? And then what do you have? The diagonals here. The diagonals here, the longer diagonal BD will intersect AC. Yes, and will not just intersect but will also bisect it. Yes, so see here, AO will be equal to OC. BOOD not equal. Cool. That's called a kite where exactly two adjacent sides are equal. Yes, in this case exactly two, not any two, exactly two. And the diagonals, one of the diagonals, the smaller diagonals will be bisected. Also, what do we know? The angles, they bisect at 90. Cool. They bisect at 90. Done? Yes. Ram, maybe you can come to the special class where I'd be able to draw at least properly. Here it would become difficult. Yes. You come to the special class and we'll pick that up there. Okay. Rohit, after geometry, we'll be doing mensuration coordinate geometry. Towards the end, we'll do a couple sessions on trigonometry. And then with that, our entire 2020 portion would be completed at least once. Yes. Then we'll get on with the revision sessions. Yeah, I'll probably do a crash course or something like that, depending upon what you guys would ask for. Yes. So I was talking about this advanced session on quadrilaterals, right? You can join this. It's on Friday, this Friday, 23rd October, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. You don't need a subscription for that. The session is free. Yes, you can click on the link on the description. That will help you, guide you there. Yes, go to the link. You can do this right away. In fact, go to the link, click on set reminder or remind me something. Just set reminder there. Yes, or enroll there, whatever is available. Click on that so that when the session goes live, you would be given a notification about that. Okay, this is where we'll discuss about each of these quadrilaterals in detail. That will help you understand that. Yeah, you can also go check out my profile on the app where you can find out different sessions that I've taken so far, right? Special sessions. Yeah, if you are a plus member, then you can go check out my plus sessions also. Yes, are you guys ready for the quiz? Guys, are we all ready for a quiz? Send in a yes if you are ready for a quiz and we'll start it right away. This is the third geometry quiz that we would be taking. I'm giving up 10. We've started this early because कल फिर session start हो गया था और आधे लोग quiz कर रहे थे, आधे लोग वहाँ चले गए थे, so I didn't want that to happen. This is the code for it. This time the code is actually quite fancy, 299898. Yes. Quickly start joining. Yeah, for people who have not already joined a quiz earlier with us, you can have a look at this video. Go to the app. If you haven't registered yet, register yourself. Go to plus. Under plus, there will be an option called test here. Yes, click on this test. When you click on the test, there will be an option to join quiz. Click on join quiz. It will ask you for ID. Yes, so on the ID, just enter 299898. Jaldi. I think there's an issue with the YouTube. I'm sorry guys, I'm not able to see your messages. Huh? Everybody ready? Rohit, you're not doing trigonometry, it's okay. Trigonometry say directly you don't get questions. Yes. It's been a while since there, but if you can just check out a few simple concepts, that'll be more than enough. राम देखो ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपने आप को रजिस्टर करो ऑन दी ऐप. Are you guys joining? मेरे को यहाँ पे नहीं दिखा रहा. आप लोग ज्वाइन कर लिए क्या? अदर्स ऑल्सो जल्दी ज्वाइन करो गाइस. क्विक. जतिन यहाँ पे पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं आपका मैसेज. ओके, टाइप दिस ID 299898. अगर किसी को वापस देखना है, नहीं समझ में आया कैसे ज्वाइन करते हैं, ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज डाउनलोड द ऐप, रजिस्टर योरसेल्फ देयर. स्पेशल में नहीं, आप ये वाले की बात कर रहे हो क्या? ये बैच का है. कोई मेरे को पूछा था ये बैकग्राउंड में कौन है. Click on join quiz, go to plus, you don't have to take the subscription for that. Go to plus, click on join quiz, ये वाला ID टाइप कर लो 299,898 कर रहे हो क्या? चलो मैं स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ, आप लोग ज्वाइन करो. Quiz is about to start. Quickly start taking the quiz. Please don't forget to take screenshots of the question, guys. क्वेश्चन के स्क्रीनशॉट लेना मत भूलना, सोल्यूशन के टाइम ले लो ताकि आप कोई डाउट वगैरह हो तो डाउट क्लियरिंग में आपको पूछ सको, है ना. जतिन अभी तक तो श्योर नहीं, अभी तक तो इन्फॉर्मेशन आया नहीं, बट आई एम अज्यूमिंग इट शुड बी फॉर LR, नॉट वेरी श्योर. राम आपने ज्वाइन कर लिया क्या? सर प्लीज टेल 80-85 के लिए कौन कौन से टॉपिक्स करें. साक्षी अरिथमेटिक कर लो, एल्जेब्रा कर लो, ज्योमेट्री कर लो, फिर थोड़े बहुत नंबर सिस्टम और मॉडर्न मैथ से कर लो. Superb guys, very nice. Nikhil Narsimha, Siddharth, very good. Try, it's okay. I understand we still haven't done circles and all. आप लोग बोलोगे कि सर अभी तक तो सर्कल्स नहीं कराया आपने, सर्कल से क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं. हम करेंगे सर्कल्स. अपना अगला सेशन, कल का सेशन जो है वो सर्कल्स पे ही है ना. मजा आएगा. आएगा कि नहीं? मेरे को तो लग रहा है. आप लोगों को क्या लग रहा है? Tomorrow session is on circles. फिर सर्कल्स में भी एडवांस सेशन करेंगे ऑन स्पेशल, ताकि वहां पे वी डोंट हैव टू, वी वुड हैव अ लॉट ऑफ टूल्स दैट विल हेल्प अस डू दिस प्रॉपर्ली. मुस्कान स्टार्ट हो चुका है, द क्विज हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड. क्या बोल रहे हो? वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड द क्विज. राइट रोहित, जतिन जल्दी आ जाओ भाई, जल्दी आ जाओ. खरीदो फोन, कब आने वाला है? नहीं गुरलीन, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, आप पूरा पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट मत छोड़ो, पूरा पूरा सेक्शन छोड़ने की बात कर रहे हो, ऐसा मत करो. अच्छा आइडिया नहीं है, है ना. इट्स नॉट अ वेरी गुड आइडिया टू लीव एंटायर कॉन्सेप्ट. जस्ट यू कैन मे बी शिफ्ट योर फोकस, फोकस को शिफ्ट कर लो. मे बी नॉट गिव मोर इम्पोर्टेंस टू ज्योमेट्री या नॉट गिव मोर इम्पोर्टेंस टू मॉडर्न मैथ, ऐसा कर सकते हो, बट गिव इम्पोर्टेंस. ठीक है. चालू है क्या अपना क्विज? राइट गाइस, इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस. वापस याद दिला दूं आपको, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. क्वेश्चन का नहीं तो सोल्यूशन के टाइम, इसके राइट आफ्टर यू कैन व्यू द सोल्यूशन, बट बाद में लेटर लाइक इन द फ्यूचर, सर मेरे को वो वाला क्वेश्चन तो मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा, है ना. तो क्वेश्चन का स्क्रीनशॉट लेके रखो एंड यू कैन सेंड दोस इन द डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस व्हेन वी डू दैट. सुपर्ब गाइस. हाय सिब्बू. क्या रैंक आया था जतिन? कौन सा रैंक आया था? कौन सा रैंक आया था आपको जतिन? राइट, दिस क्वेश्चन हियर इज आल्सो प्रीटी इंटरेस्टिंग, बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, मजा आएगा, स्क्रीनशॉट लेके रखो, डिस्कस करेंगे। हाय हिमांशी, 2 वाली वीडियो ओपन कर। ठीक है, करता हूँ। ओ अच्छा, अच्छा ये तुम लोगों का अलग से चल रहा है क्या? अरे रुको रुको, अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है, अभी आ गया। अच्छा जतिन, हाँ एनएसटी में, क्योंकि इट इज नेशनल लेवल, सो पीपल अक्रॉस द कंट्री हैव टेकन दिस अप, और वहां पे तो कंपटीशन पता ही है ना, प्राइज मनी डाल दिया तो कंपटीशन तगड़ा। वेरी नाइस सिद्धार्थ, पारस, निर्मल, ब्यूटीफुल गाइस, किलर किलर। भाई ये तो बहुत ही प्यारा क्वेश्चन है, दिस वन इज वेरी सिंपल। प्रिंस ओझा, कहाँ के हो वैसे प्रिंस? मतलब प्रिंस कहाँ के हो, आप कहाँ से हो, नहीं कहाँ के प्रिंस हो? जतिन, अमेजोन का चक्कर है वहाँ भैया। चलो तब तक मैं बता देता हूँ कि अपना ऑफिशियल टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, यस वी कीप ओपनिंग दिस एवरी नाउ एंड देन फॉर इंटरैक्शंस, तो आप अपने doubts and all that you can keep them coming in, yes you can save them up and send it whenever we open the group, yeah the plan is to open the group quite frequently now, थोड़ा frequency बढ़ाएंगे उसका, तो you can keep the interactions coming, all notifications and intimations will be given about any sessions that we are doing, yes and you can go check out all our special classes also। अभी जो आप ऐप पे हो, अभी जो आप ऐप पे हो तो गो चेक आउट माय प्रीवियसली टेकन स्पेशल क्लासेस आल्सो, यस वो फ्री सेशंस हैं, यू कैन गो एनरोल योरसेल्फ देयर, प्रोफाइल में बहुत सारे सेशंस हैं, बहुत सारे, यस वी हैव टेकन सम इंटरेस्टिंग सेशंस ओवर द वीक, दिस वीकेंड इन फैक्ट बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सेशंस लिए हैं, तो यू कैन गो चेक देम आउट आल्सो, है ना? जतिन ये भूल गए ना कि उसमें नेगेटिव स्कोर भी था। नेगेटिव स्कोर भी तो था। आप बिहार के हो, वेरी नाइस। मैं यहीं का एकदम, बस यहीं का। अरे ये इधर अपना वो नहीं है, मतलब इसके ऊपर एकदम उसके ईस्ट और वेस्ट के बीच में, वहीं का हूँ। हाँ हाँ, मम्मी से बात कर लो पहले, मम्मी से बात कर लो वरना फिर डोरेमोन नहीं देखने देंगी। जाओ जाओ मम्मी से बात कर लो, भाई शिनशान देखते देखते बीच में आके रोक लेंगे, क्या कर लोगे फिर? अरे रोहित भाई चलता है, कोई नहीं। The idea here is to eliminate. The idea here is to eliminate more than two answer choices, which normally becomes difficult, है ना? I'll explain to you while they are taking the quiz. I'll explain to you the anatomy of answer choices. Yes. So normally, in general cases, out of 4 answer choices, yes, 2 answer choices could be eliminated on some or the other basis. Yes, 2 answer choices could be eliminated in some or the other basis, unless and until it's one of those none of the above cannot be determined वाला scene. Yeah, तब eliminate करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है, because there's always this factor of doubt in our mind कि what if that's the answer. Yeah, so 2 answer choices can normally be eliminated. तो ये जो Big B का 50-50 का lifeline है that you can definitely apply it here. Yes, but then when you have these two answer choices, one of these two answer choices will always be a trap. Yes, one of these two answer choices will always be a trap. In most cases, like 9 out of 10 questions में ये normally चलता है. Yes, कि एक आंसर को intentionally trap बनाते हैं. Now a trap answer choice could be a partial answer, कि मतलब आपसे 3x पूछा है बट आपने x का आंसर दे दिया, वैसे वाले राइट. पार्शियल आंसर्स, या होते हैं सम कॉमन मिस्टेक्स. यस, जैसे ऐड करने के बदले सबट्रैक्ट कर लिए, या मल्टीप्लाई करने के बदले डिवाइड कर लिए, ऐसे वाले कॉमन मिस्टेक्स है ना. those kind of stuff make up to trap answers. Yeah, or also calculation errors, expected calculation errors. Yes, जैसे अपने स्केल के बेसिस पे भी ट्रैप होता है. जैसे आंसर चॉइस में मतलब क्वेश्चन में दे देते हैं कि इन मिलियंस, बट देन आंसर चॉइस में वैसे बहुत सारे आंसर चॉइसेस होते हैं, राइट. सो दीज मेक अप टू ट्रैप आंसर्स. तो नॉर्मली getting your way to 50% is not a very difficult task, but choosing between these two is a Herculean task. Yes, इन दोनों के बीच में चूज करने में जो स्किल लगता है ना, वो सबसे जरूरी है. या हाँ रोहित, वो नॉर्मली होता है, कोई टेंशन नहीं. आप जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे ना, द बेस्ट वे टू इम्प्रूव ऑल ऑफ दिस इज बाय प्रैक्टिस. You need to understand this, that the best way to make sure that you use all the tools given to you properly is by practicing. Yes, and speaking of practice, we've done a lot of practice sessions also special में. अब जाके check out करो, इसमें बहुत सारे practice sessions हैं. Yes, बहुत सारे quizzes हैं. अभी तक तो 2 पार्ट anticipated questions के भी किए हैं, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग वाले क्वेश्चंस किए थे, है ना. यू कैन गो चेक देम आउट. ये काफी यूजफुल रहता है इन ऑर्डर टू गेट अ फ्रेश सेट ऑफ आईज. यस, राम जो डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है ना, उस पर क्लिक करो, उसमें मैं जरूर बताऊंगा. ठीक है, यहाँ पे बताना थोड़ा मुश्किल है भाई. ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है ना. गॉट इट. चलो, एंड if you are looking for the subscription, कि सर सब्सक्रिप्शन तो है, अच्छी बात है, बस इसके एडवांटेज क्या है? What is the difference between taking a session by taking the subscription and without that? Yes, so a plus class versus a special class, what's the difference? Yes, first let's look at the similarity. You would get to use the platform in both cases. Yes, platform basis पे क्या है? You can interact with your educators. You can use the live poll and leaderboard option, जो आपको बताएगा कि where you are, कितना टाइम लग रहा है. It's more of a statistical tool. आपको बताएगा कि आप कितने आंसर्स राइट दे रहे हैं, राइट. लीडर बोर्ड बताएगा एवरी टाइम कि इस क्वेश्चन में कितने लोगों ने कितना आंसर किया है, कितना सही है, क्या परसेंटेज ऑफ द पीपल गॉट इट राइट. यस, सो प्लेटफॉर्म you would be able to use in both cases. Yeah. But then the major advantage here is what? You would get access to live classes without any strings attached. That means you can make use of 100% content on the app. Now database ka 100% you'd be able to use without any questions asked. You can follow any number of educators. Yes, you can follow any number of educators. मतलब quant के 100 से ज़्यादा educators हैं, है ना. You can follow them. That means you will have 100 pairs of fresh eyes. Yes, 100 pairs of fresh eyes, मतलब 100 different point of views to the same kind of concepts. Yeah, you would be able to learn theory, practice, and would be able to take up quizzes, and you can also download notes for free. Yes, then there would be test series. अगर आप स्पेशल के थ्रू जा रहे हो तो टेस्ट सीरीज लिमिटेड होंगे, बट इफ यू टेक अप द सब्सक्रिप्शन देन यू गेट 198 प्लस मॉक टेस्ट. जहाँ पे you have your full length test, you have your sectional test, you have your topic wise test, and not just for CAT. You'd be thinking कि सर CAT का इसमें लूँ फिर किसी और का कहीं और लूँ, ये बहुत टेंशन वाला काम है. तो not just CAT but also other management entrance tests. Yes, and not just the quizzes but also analysis. Yes, analysis are also important as the quizzes. क्योंकि सिर्फ quiz ले लो, पता चल गया कि 50% राइट है 50% रॉन्ग है. जो 50% रॉन्ग है वो क्यों रॉन्ग है, और जो 50% राइट है उसको मैं बेटर वे में कैसे कर सकता हूँ. ऑल दीज आर इम्पोर्टेंट. Yeah, and quizzes also include previous year questions from CAT and OMITS. वो अभी चल रहा है. And live doubt clearing session. ये स्पेशल में कभी कभी होता है, very rarely, right? I think we've done only once. मतलब मेरे सेशन में एक ही बार किया है हमने. Yeah. अभिनव, I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. कोई intimation तो आया नहीं है उस पे. Right, the live doubt clearing session, what we've seen in special once, we would be doing that every fourth class. Right, every fourth session will be a live doubt clearing session. मतलब कहीं से भी practice करके, you could pick it up from a book, pick it up from some quiz that you've taken, random quiz from some mock that you've taken. इन सबका doubt clear होगा live. This is the highlight of this entire subscription. Yes, so here's the fee structure for it. You pick up any one of these packages, use my referral code Surana Live, you'll get the discount. Yes, and here the only difference here is with the time. Yes, only the time would vary. Apart from that, everything else remains the same. Yes, there's no restricted access just because you've taken 1 month ka subscription and not 12 months ka. Yes, everything else remains the same, just the time varies. Cool. So don't forget my referral code Surana Live, and I will see you guys real soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Sir, आप कोई crash course YouTube पे करोगे? गुरलीन, करने का तो है, plan है. Let's see. I'll let you guys know. I'll intimate you through the group. Yes, I'll let you know कब start होगा, and you know how much time would we have for that. That also would matter. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you very much. Continue taking the quiz. I will see you guys tomorrow here at 8 p.m. with a session on circles. Until then, keep yourself safe, happy, and keep learning.